Treadmill Talk Tuesday. We're here again already. I can't believe how fast the entire week flew by. It feels like literally just last week it was Tuesday, but it also could be because I didn't post my last video until like Thursday of last week. So Tuesday came, I did my video, and then by the time I was able to upload it, because I was having some technical difficulties, it was Thursday. So chances are, that's why it feels like, oh, we're here already. We're here at Tuesday already. A whole week flew by. It just flew by. So anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I am in a mood. It's been a weird couple of days, but in typical woman fashion, that happens every now and then, right? So about once a month, we go through it. For those of us who go through this crazy cycle, psychologically, mentally, physically, emotionally, it's just all wrapped up into a crazy few days out of the month. And I happen to be one of those people who deals with it, and deals with it pretty. It can get frustrating, and we are talking about PMS, ladies and gentlemen. So the gentlemen who are here, if this is not for you, happily keep going. Thank you for visiting. See you next time. But if you'd like to stay and continue watching, maybe you have a sister, or maybe you have a mom or a girlfriend or a wife, and they're always complaining about PMS and, oh my God, I feel like shit, and whatever. Maybe this is for you, so you can learn a bit about how other ladies feel when they have to deal with it. But anyway, I don't know how everybody else feels about these kinds of things, about PMS and all of the things that come along with it, but in my case, I can always tell when I'm about to get my period. I can always tell. I can't really tell until I can tell, and mine is kind of sporadic. It kind of comes at different times, so I never really I've never been one to track my cycle. I've never been one of those people who can pinpoint exactly when they're going to get it each month. Mine is kind of all over the place. It's always been, for different reasons, I'm sure. But anyway, I don't always, I can't always tell when it's gonna happen. But then, there's one of those days where you're like, yeah, I can tell it's gonna happen. And usually for me, I get really hungry. I'm usually pretty hungry. I like to eat. I love to eat. But I get ravenously hungry, where I'm I just eat everything in sight, and then nothing makes me full. I'm I just want to keep eating all the time. So I get not that I really get cravings, but I get just to the point where I can't stop eating. I'm I'm always hungry. And that was actually for me on Sunday, this past Sunday. That is exactly how I felt. I just wanted to lay on my couch and do nothing all day. I had a lot of plans for Sunday. I had planned to do laundry and to go grocery shopping and to meal prep or slightly meal prep. I'm not I don't meal prep in the greatest manner, but I at least try to get breakfasts done and a couple of things here or there, or maybe make some chicken, so that way I have that for the week, and my husband and I can make chicken salad sandwiches or chicken and rice, and all we have to do is make the rice. Sometimes I make the rice. It all depends. It depends on how I feel. But this past Sunday, I was great, we're gonna do all of the things. We're gonna do all of these things, and I was not in the mood. I was supposed to cross train on Sunday. I had plans that I was gonna do something different than my bike. It's maybe let me try something different. Maybe some strength training, maybe some HIIT workouts. I wasn't really sure what I was planning, but I knew I didn't want to plan to ride my bike. I wanted to do something a little bit different. That did not happen. Nothing happened on Sunday. We woke up, we got ourselves ready, and by ready, I mean I changed from my PJs to a pair of shorts and a t-shirt and a sweatshirt, and I was not in the mood to do anything. By the afternoon, I was hungry. I had already eaten all the snacks in the closet by that time, but I was like looking forward to eating something different, like lunch. So we were trying to decide, what did we want to do? Did we want to order? Did we want to go out? I was still sort of in the mood that I was like, let's go out to lunch, and maybe we'll go grocery shopping on the way home, or maybe we'll go pick up some household stuff that we need and stop at Walmart or Stop and Shop or do something. That was kind of the plan, and we went out to lunch. We let the kids pick where they wanted to go out to eat. They really liked this restaurant near us, and they love it because the restaurant serves milkshakes. So we always let the kids get a milkshake after they're done with their lunch or dinner. Sometimes we even let them get the milkshake before and have it with dinner or lunch. They love this restaurant. Great mac and cheese, awesome chicken tenders. It's called Casey's. It's in North Attleboro, Mass. It's actually a really good restaurant. We really like it. They have wicked good chicken sandwiches. They have like a hot chicken sandwich, so like a buffalo chicken, and then they have a regular chicken sandwich. Both of them are phenomenal. I decided when we went that I was craving a burger. I was like, I wanted a burger, and I love burgers that have peanut butter and jelly and bacon and bananas and all that kind of stuff. Like, I love that. My taste buds are like, yes, when I get something like that. And Casey's has a great selection of all sorts of different sandwiches and burgers and kind of like sort of weird stuff that maybe you won't always find at like a regular restaurant. The only other place that I've been to in the area that is kind of similar is Blackie's in Smithfield. They have kind of like weird and wonky sort of different things. I haven't been to them actually since they moved to their new location, but years ago they used to be that kind of same sort of feel, and they used to have this peanut butter jelly bacon burger that I was like in love with. I don't know if they still have it. I haven't been back, but Casey's has it. It's like an Elvis burger or something. So I was like, I'm getting that. Usually I'll stick with the chicken sandwich one of two ways, either hot or not. And Sunday I was like, I want the peanut butter and the jelly and all of the things. So I ordered it, and normally I order my burgers medium well. I don't know why on Sunday I was like, I'm just gonna order it medium, and that was a bad idea because immediately it was just like, you know medium, it's like just a little on the redder side. And so I ate a couple of bites of it. The banana was awesome, the bacon was great, but the burger itself was just a little bit undercooked, like for my liking, which is essentially what a medium burger is. I should have gone with medium well, and I was like not feeling it. It kind of was making me feel a little icky, so I didn't end up finishing my dinner, or my lunch, whatever it was considered. But I usually order my stuff with a sweet potato fry. They have like sweet potato waffle fries with a maple bacon like dipping sauce, and it's so good. So I finished that. And like we ordered a chicken tender for the kids and for us to share, because again, I was like, I wanted to eat everything and I couldn't really make up my decision of like what exactly I wanted. So we got the chicken tenders. The kids like them, my husband likes them, I like them. So I was like, let's just get them. And I wasn't even like feeling that. I was like, no, just maybe something about the burger being cooked in the way it was, or maybe it was just me. Could have just been me. I was already like just not feeling so phenomenal. That day I was kind of like just being lazy and just really not in the mood. And I didn't want to finish my food. So, which is kind of abnormal. But anyway, we left and I was like, you know what? I just want to go home. I just want to go home and I want to lay on the couch, and I literally do not want to do anything for the rest of the day. And that's exactly what we did. We didn't do groceries. We did not do a thing. I did not clean. I did not do any laundry. I was like, forget everything. Screw it all. And then just continued to snack and be a couch potato. And then yesterday was Monday. So yesterday was a decent day. I did my cross training. I actually was like feeling in a pretty good mood yesterday. I decided it was going to be hair day, and I washed my hair, which is very far and few between for me. I usually will wash my hair like maybe twice a week, like on a sweatier week. So twice a week is usually like how many times. I love my dry shampoo, so I'm a dry shampoo queen. I'm always using dry shampoo. So I was like, yesterday was gonna be my hair washing day, and I did just that. I had been meaning to water all my plants and give them a bath, so I did that. I did the dishes, I did the laundry, and I've been trying to get like more, a little bit better in how I manage sort of those two tasks, because let's be real, those two tasks suck. They just never end. There's always dishes, there's always laundry. It's never going to go away, and that's fine. I used to give myself like some unrealistic expectations that like all the laundry had to be done at all times. And that was like ridiculous, because putting unrealistic expectations on yourself is just crazy anyway, but we all do it. So it is what it is. But I've come to realize that if I just make sure that I do like one load of dishes and one load of laundry every day, and by one load of laundry, that means like wash it, dry it, and fold it. That's like considered an entire one load of laundry, right? Then like I can move on to the next day. And if I continuously do that, then it's not piling up so much that I don't feel so overwhelmed. And I feel like, okay, I did a little bit. And even though there's other loads of laundry that need to get done, I've gotten into the mindset, if I just get one done every day, the others can sit there, and I have to consciously realize that they're there and it's okay. And that's been like hard, because it's sitting there, I want to just get it done, but then I find myself overwhelmed because I'm not doing other stuff that needs to get done too. I'm focusing solely on laundry, and then other stuff is happening, and I'm like all over the place. So I found that if I do one load of laundry every single day, I feel much more content, and I just leave the other stuff there, and I'm like, okay, I know it's there, it'll get done tomorrow and the next day, and we're good. Same with the dishes. Like one load of dishes considered for me is empty out the dishwasher from the night before or from the day before, wash all the dishes, to get them ready for the dishwasher, load the dishwasher, start the dishwasher, and leave it until the next day. A lot of times in the past, or even now, I have to be really conscious about it. I hear the beep from the dishwasher, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna unload it and I'm gonna load it up again. But again, we all know how that goes. If we have our mind set to something, in my case, if I have something set in my mind, if I don't do it exactly like in that sort of way, and I ignore kind of like the guidelines I put out for myself, I get myself really overwhelmed. And I'm trying really hard not to overwhelm myself, because it's not needed. It's not even necessary. There's no point. I've put these unrealistic expectations on myself. I shouldn't be doing that. So one load of dishes, one load of laundry, ignore the rest. It's really hard to do, and move on and wait until the next day and continue to just go about that. And if I just do one every single day, sometimes it gets to the point where I don't even have that much. I don't even have that much to put into like a whole load of dishes, right? Because maybe I use paper plates, and maybe we're just making sandwiches for the day. And I have one knife to spread the mayonnaise or something, or one fork to eat something. And I don't have a lot to do, and I just wait until the next day and I do it. And even if we made a whole bunch of dishes, and I am like, oh, I have a whole load that's in the dishwasher, and I can empty it, and I can continue on and do a whole nother load once it beeps. No, I'm just gonna leave it till the next day, and it's so much easier, it's so much smoother, and I have to consciously remind myself of that, like, this is working, so why fuck it up? Which, I mean, like, I like to fuck things up and do stuff like that all the time. Like, I have a plan, and I'm like, let's screw it up, let's see how I can overwhelm myself. So I have to be very conscious about, let's just do it in this manner. It's much less overwhelming, it's much less chaotic, and it works. So yesterday was a good day. I did my hair, washed my hair, I washed my plants, I did my one load of dishes, one load of laundry. Everything was good. It was a really great day. Today, I'm like in a mood. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to do anything. I did my load of dishes. I did my load of laundry. Like, we're good. Oh my God, I am in like one of those mental moods where I'm like frustrated. And at one point today, I was like, like I can see what's happening here. I'm not just in a bad mood, like I am PMSing. I can feel it. Especially with given how I felt on Sunday and yesterday, even though I felt good, it doesn't matter. Like, I can tell that it's coming. I'll be getting my period soon, and that's exactly what happens. And today I definitely felt that because I was just so irritable. Like, everything is irritating me. For those who have watched some of my videos before, I have a work from home. I work from home, and I have like a mobile cart that I have my computer set to, and I wheel it around the house at certain points throughout the day for given reasons. And I usually have one place where I usually work all day, and then certain meetings I take it to another room, or certain parts of the day depending on what the kids are doing. I kind of move it around the house as I need to. And today I was moving it to one of the locations that I was working in, and it got caught on the rug and that just set me off. I was like, okay. And stuff like that I don't usually get frustrated about. So when that happened, I was like, yes, now I can see what is happening with me. I am in fact PMSing. I am being bitchy, and that just set me off. Rolling the cart, and I just got stuck on the rug, and I was like, son of a bitch, this sucks, and I was pissed. And then I was like laughing at myself. And that's the beauty of like knowing yourself, is acknowledging it. Like, I know this is happening for me. It doesn't really change anything, like the frustrations or the irritable moments or the feelings, or and the feelings can be like a wave, right? They could be like a roller coaster. I could be like really, really, really happy and excited, and then really, really miserable and frustrated. And that happens, and it is what it is. It's like 3 or 4 days of feeling like that, and then I'm just regular old me again. And I acknowledge it, and I tell my husband, like, well, I can tell I'm getting my period. I am PMSing, so please excuse me. It's not that it's excusable, but at least I'm acknowledging it, because I know that there's a reason for why I am going through whatever it is I'm going through and feeling feelings that I am. So, yeah, today is that day. I am like just over everything. I'm like, ugh, everybody is irritating me. Everything is irritating me. You say the wrong thing to me and I'm like gonna explode and cry. And it is what it is, but at least I've gotten to the point in my life where I can acknowledge it and I know it's happening, so I can kind of make light of it. It doesn't make anything easier, but it does make it more manageable. So I can just be like, okay, this is what's happening, okay, feel the feelings and kind of move on. I feel like I've gotten a lot better at that since having kids, because years ago I was like, it would happen. I was just like all over the place all the time. And I never like wanted to acknowledge what was happening. I never cared to. But now being a mom, like I'm always like, okay, feel our feelings and let's, handle ourselves appropriately. And it's okay to be upset and it's okay to feel a certain way, but like, let's let that, let's let it happen and not let it fester, and then we move on from it. So I feel like since having conversations with my kids like that, I'm like parenting myself as well through this journey of being a 39-year-old woman trying to feel my feelings and manage them and push through, and it's okay, breathe. And then sometimes you just gotta say fuck it and scream, but we try not to go there. But just like little kids, we're all a bunch of kids in adult bodies who have temper tantrums too. And in that note, it's hard to, this is another psychological thing that I've tried to, be conscious of, is like kids, when they're having a tantrum, how do we expect them to manage those emotions when sometimes we don't even manage the emotions? So I think just being like aware of it helps, and talking to my kids about stuff like that, like, and being realistic about it. Like, these are little kids who have tantrums, and so do we. And they're going to continuously go through it because psychologically they're not developed enough, and they don't know how to manage their emotions, especially if they see mom and dad not being able to manage their emotions. They're like, you know, only mimicking what their mom and dad does. So being conscious of stuff like that, like, I feel like I try, I'm not perfect, but I do try to be a little bit more cognizant and aware of myself, so that way I can try to mimic those behaviors, or I can try to mimic those behaviors for my kids, so they can, I'm trying to mimic those, anyway, I try to model those behaviors so that my kids can then mimic them, and we can, you know, hopefully help them and they help me. But anyway, lots to say about, basically, I'm PMSing and I'm gonna get my period soon, and I'm basically a basket case the last couple of days. I'm not really a basket case. I think I'm doing okay, but it is what it is. If I am being a basket case, then it is what it is. I'm sure other ladies feel this way. I'm sure you guys go through the same thing. There are plenty of people I know who are like, I don't do that. That doesn't happen for me. I don't get PMS. I never get PMS. And I'm like, well, that's wonderful. Great for you. I'm so happy for you. I love that for you, kind of thing. But not me. I'm very fully aware of my body and how it reacts to certain things and imbalances in my hormones and all of this stuff. So I acknowledge it, and here we are today. So that's my treadmill talk for this Tuesday. But it is what it is. I am a lady, I am a woman, I am a female, and this is the shit that some of us go through. And it's perfectly okay. It's A-okay. One thing that I do know does not work for me is not doing grocery shopping during the weekend. I am also being very cognizant and aware of the things that are working for me in life and things that don't work for me, and trying to figure those things out. Not grocery shopping and not preparing for the week makes a really tough week. So when normally in like my normal space, I'm like, oh, that's no big deal, whatever, I'll just go pick up some groceries on Monday or Tuesday evening after work. We'll just throw something together for dinner, order out, whatever, like, it doesn't matter. And I'm good to go. On a day like today, I'm like, I have no groceries in the house, like, I need to get everything done, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it becomes like super overwhelming in a situation where I probably, had I gotten the groceries done over the weekend and had everything to be able to make dinner tonight and all of the good stuff, you know, being sort of in a weird and wonky mood, that wouldn't add to it. But here we are, and added to it. So it's just trying to realize, what are the things that work in life? What are the things that work for me? What are the things that don't work for me? And I will tell you, going grocery shopping during the weekend is one of those things that works for me. It does not work for me on a weekday when I have work and the kids and my husband's at work and it's 5 o'clock and I'm like, I want to do all of these things. I gotta get my workout in, and I gotta make dinner, and we gotta do all these things, and we have nothing in the house to make dinner, and I don't want to eat out, so what are we gonna do tonight? You know, it's just like, try to realize the things that work for us and that don't work for us. And going grocery shopping during the week is not one of those things that work for me. I don't like it. It stresses me out, especially like a day like today. I am over it. So I have made the conscious decision that grocery shopping during the weekend is something that needs to be done. It's part of our Saturday routine that needs to be had, and hopefully we can continue doing that. But every week is different, so who knows, next week I could be like, no, I have no problem. I have no problem whatsoever going to grocery store on Tuesday afternoon. Like, no big deal whatsoever. Today, it's a problem for me, so I am making the decision as of today. We'll see what happens next week. But as of today, I will be making sure that we're grocery shopping on Saturday and we're cooking on Sunday for the week and preparing for the week. It sounds like such a good plan, like in my mind, but I'm like, I don't know what type I am. I'm definitely not type A, I'll tell you that. I'm not a type A kind of person. I would like to have a little more structure and organization and routine. But I'm not that person. I am like very not that person. I guess it would be type B, where I'm a procrastinator. I'm late to everything. I have great ideas of what I'd like to do to be more organized and prepared for things. I've read a lot recently about like, is there a type C, like somebody with good intentions who has like type A thoughts but is a type B person? Maybe there's that type C. I have no idea, but I'm not the type A person. I am not rigid and regimented. Sounds great, but I'm just not that person. So just trying to be aware and cognizant of the things that work and don't work. And anyway, wow. I always find that these treadmill talks are like really funny because 25 minutes, sometimes walking seems like it takes forever, but then I like talk and talk and talk and I'm like, wow, 25 minutes went by really fast. Like, where did 25 minutes go? Look, we're at 26 minutes and I'm still talking about what? You know? It makes it fun though. It makes this actually a lot of fun. So anyway, that's my treadmill talk for today. Until next week, enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.